those things, challenges come, technologically up to 130 we can very quickly go.
Is the back-end technology also strong enough? Are the tracks strong enough? Because it was always said, no, this is all cosmetic. You know, Deepti, what they said, this is cosmetic, this is political. You know, which is why,
No, I fully.
So the thing is, there are people who will say that Ashwini Vaishnaw is this very nice, friendly minister, Wharton background, very well spoken, but it is cosmetic. They're going to say, which is why, you know, you had Rahul Gandhi who tweeted, I think Make in India needs a serious rethink. People think it has failed. When there was one story of a Vande Bharat train suffering snags. Snags are everywhere. These lights could have a snag at this very moment. But you had, when there's a case of stone pelting, for example, right? And they say, no, this is not what India wants. They say India needs basic necessities. Vande Bharat is a ceremonial, symbolic sort of metaphor which is aimed at selling a political story. And on the ground, we see you saying, no, I have a 10-year vision. I'm actually trying to change things. I'm going to change all the trains in less than 10 years. I see your sincerity, and I think you are going to do it. But how do you manage the two? How do you manage the two? Because what I think you're doing is that you're saying 10-year vision. You're not even saying 2047. You're saying 2033.
You're right. You are absolutely right. There is a political discourse around it. There is a large section of political establishment which doesn't like Vande Bharat.
Doesn't like it.
And why don't they like it? Because for 40, 50, 60 years, that political class continuously gave trains which were of 1940s design, 1950s design, 1960s design. They never upgraded when the world was going at a rapid pace, far ahead. They kept India in a very dark situation where their only thought process was give some crumbs and keep milking this entire population as a vote bank. Our Prime Minister fundamentally changed that entire thought process and political discourse. He says that we have to empower our people. Look at the children who are traveling in these trains. Look at the young people who are traveling in the trains. Look at their videos. Go to YouTube. Yesterday, one person from Kottayam, he has about 2.5 million followers, YouTuber. Listen to what he says. He says, I have traveled all over the world and I always used to dream when a train like Germany, a train like what we see in Switzerland will come to India.
Yep.
And today, that person says, I don't remember the exact title of his YouTube channel. Person says, today I am so happy that India has got a world-class train. I'll tell you why it is world-class on, I'll tell you why it is world-class on every parameter. Acceleration. 0 to 100 kmph, this train does in 50, Vande Bharat does in 52 seconds, bullet train does in 54 seconds. Any German or Swiss or other train does in 60, 58, 60 seconds. The ride index, despite whatever condition of our tracks is today, and we are continuously upgrading them, you keep a glass of water in Vande Bharat and the water will not spill. You try doing that in other trains in Germany. I tried doing that from Davos to Zurich. The glass shakes. Very different. Noise level inside the train. Compared to an aeroplane, noise level within an aircraft, this is measured 100 times less noise inside Vande Bharat. It's not that something which is a political narrative. It's basically meeting people's aspirations. Arnab, if something catches people's imagination, it cannot be, that kind of phenomenon cannot be created. It happens naturally. Today's India is aspirational India. Today's youth are no longer happy with small little crumbs. Today's youth want the best in the world. And we have to give them as political class. It's a duty, and that's what That's the fundamental change in mindset what Prime Minister Modi ji has made. He has changed the mindset that Congress mindset was keep giving crumbs, keep giving small little incremental things. Modi ji's mindset is make step changes, make quantum changes in what we are delivering to the people.